Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Target.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson, and he's got his target. That's more. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. This is fielded inside the 5.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, check 24. Gun. I got him. He's mine.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Freeman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
53's Mike. Hey, tight. Base. 22.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep.
Now the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Mike's 5-4. Yo, 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 yo. Got it. Go.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
54. Hey, check. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down, Falcon.
Ready, Blue 80. 25. 54, Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Ready to go.
A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Quick the edge. Go. Space. Motion.
Now it's Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
20. Ready to go.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
3 down, 3 down.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
On the double. 27. Check, Mike. 27.
Rip right.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So we got man.
Check nickel.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
45. Mike, 45.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2. No?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
59.
First down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 33. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Safety's creeping.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
On the set. Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, it's Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm coming.
Here's Jackson on third and long, eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Come on, baby.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 2-yard line.
Ready, we ready.
59. Check.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 60 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set, hut,
Switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run on first down. Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
It's my boy.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Mike 25. Got it. Mike is 59.
Freeman again.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run. Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Get in the weight room.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
27. I don't even know why this team showed up.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
On 1st down, it's Cook. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Check.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready? Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Woo-hoo! Switch up.
They run it again with Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
12. 1st down, Falcons.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike to 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike's 5-4.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Check.
Kill.
66, bullet, high. Let it go.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah!
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. It's Davis on the counter. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot for Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.